Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I did this kind of pinky brown eyeshadow look and this mauve kind of dark lip. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, please keep on watching. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with my eyeshadow first. I've already applied my foundation, my concealer. I haven't applied bronzer or my contour or anything like that. Basically, I haven't even applied my eyebrows, so I think I'm going to get started with my eyebrows first and then go on to my eyes. Audrina! For my concealer, I use this brush, which I am currently in love with for that. It's the Morphe E20, and it's from the Elite collection, and I like it because it blends out the concealer really nice. What I did is I sprayed my Fix Plus like 2 times, and then I dabbed into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana color, and then I just kind of patted it all the way down, and then after I used my beauty blender just to make sure that was nice and blended. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my eyebrows. I'm going to skip through this part. You guys kind of already know how I do my eyebrows. Today I'm going to go in with a lighter color because yesterday I felt that my eyebrows were a little dark and I didn't really like them yesterday. So I'm going to try to see if I can use like the medium brown color or like the taupe color. My eyes. So I'm just going to be using my 2 favorite palettes, this one and this one. This one you guys already know I'm going to be using just the ivory or white shade, this one right here. And I'm just going to be taking my favorite brush. It's the Morphe E15, and this one's just such a great brush to, I've already talked about it. It's just such a great brush to apply color all over your eyelids. And I like to apply a base color, something white or ivory that matches my skin tone, just to set all that concealer I just used under my eye, because otherwise my eyelids will get oily and it'll look a mess, especially with darker eyeshadows. I mean, it still does that sometimes, but for the most part it looks better this way. Crazy, sorry. So it's all nice and set. Moving on to my favorite Anastasia palette. I'm going to be taking my Sigma E35 brush, which is super dirty. I'm going to go ahead and clean that soon, I hope. I'm going to take the color Fudge here and just put that on my crease. And I'm going to be doing the same to the other side. I always kind of just take my mirror and put it on this side, which is where the sun is facing, or my window is, and the sun is facing, so that way I can see if it's nice and blended, because with this lighting it's kind of hard for me to see that. Okay, so that's the first step. Then I'm going to be taking this small brush by Morphe. It's the E18. It's really small. You guys can use a pencil brush or something similar to this brush. And I'm going to be taking the color Intense Gaze, which is like this rosy color here. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And first I'm going to put it like in the back of my hand just to make sure it picked up that color and it doesn't have too much fallout. I like to do that first before I apply any new colors I haven't used before. So I'm going to take that and put it on the crease as well, kind of lower than that other brown shade. And then I'm going to be taking my Morphe E30 and blending all that out together. And I'm kind of doing like a wing here, so I'm kind of going in here, then down to here, following the shape of my eye where my natural bone structure is. So right under my bone here, I'm gonna make like a little tail. Same thing to the other side. Take Intense Gaze and just follow that same eyeshadow that I applied first. I like this brush because it's really big, as you guys can see. It's really nice. When I apply eyeshadows, I like using one or two. I don't like using more than that because, I don't know, it's just harder for me to do it. So now I'm going to be taking the color Bellini in my MAC 217 brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my eyelid. That's just like a goldy champagne-y color. It's a little shimmery, but it doesn't have too much fallout, so I like that. I'm going to be going back in with my E30 from Morphe and taking that color Intense Gaze again, just a little bit of it, and going back in that crease and dragging it down here. Same thing to the other side. I look crazy, but it's okay. So then I'm going to be taking my E35 by Sigma and taking more of that color Fudge, doing the same thing a little bit on top of the pink that we just used. I might end up looking a little bit crazy, but bear with me. I'm going to clean it up and make sure it looks nice and blended. No, maybe I'm not. So then I'm taking my E15 brush again, and I'm going to be taking that color Soft Peach, which is this one here, and applying it right below my eyebrows. Just to clean up a little bit because I don't want it to look too crazy and leave room for my eyebrows. Then I've done this step before. You guys probably have seen it before. If not, I'm just going to take my my number 20 Anastasia Beverly Hills brush and take some of that same concealer that I use. You guys can also take that shade that you highlighted with under here. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to use whichever one. And I'm going to be going from the end of my eye here up towards my eyebrow. And the reason I'm doing that is just to define that eyeshadow. Same thing to the other side, from the end of my eye to the end of my eyebrow. So now to clean it up, I'm taking the E20 by Morphe, same one that I blended my concealer out with, and I'm just going to sweep it in here. I took it too far on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and correct that. So I'm just going to get my E35 by Sigma and kind of blend it out here. And then take that E30 by Morphe and blend it out again. And I'm taking that E20 by Morphe again, and I'm going to kind of squeeze it to make it like a little thinner line here, and just sweep right under there, just to correct that again to make it more defined. So now it looks more similar to the other side, and I'm just going to be applying my eyeliner. And I'm using my Maybelline Line Stiletto in the color Blackest Black. I'm done with my eyes. I'm going to go in now with my, what is this called? My Grwm contour. And I'm going to be taking my Precision Angled P84 by Sigma. And I'm just going to be going in with this color right here, which is the first shade in the palette. I'm just going to be dabbing that like that. And on my cheek, I'm going to find my cheekbones here and just apply that where my cheekbones are. Then I'm going to be taking my E8 by Morphe as well and just blending all the way. That's what it looks like, and I'm going to do the same to the other side. So then after that's done, I'm just going to take whatever's left on my two brushes, and I'm going to go here and here. I'm not going to apply any more product. I don't have a really big forehead, so that's why I really don't like to contour too much. But after that, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it all the way down. Same thing on the other side. So once that's done, I'm going to be taking my new Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, and I'm going to apply that to the same places I normally contour. So that's all nice and blended. I hope you guys can see it well and it doesn't show up too nasty. I'm going to be taking my E20 and just kind of patting it here to hide some of that contour because it's kind of heavy on this side. It's the same brush that I used for my concealer. So now I'm going to be using my mineral powder brush from Sephora, and this is number 45. I bought this a really long time ago, and I actually got it as a gift for Christmas from one of my friends, and I bought another one just like it. So if you guys can't find it, I'm sorry. I don't know if they still have it. I'm going to be taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to be putting some on the cap and just dabbing it onto my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pat it down under my eyes. I'm not going to be baking today, so I'm just going to pat it down to make sure that concealer doesn't move. Again, same thing to the other side. And yes, it's necessary to make this face. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Pro Bronze Fusion by Makeup Forever. I haven't tried this product, first time I'm trying it out, so I'm really excited. Let's see how it looks. I'm taking my Sigma Small Contour F05 brush, and I'm just gonna be applying some of that. I usually don't set my contour, but for the sake of this video, I'm setting it. I just wanted to see how it looked because it's the first time I'm using it. Hope it shows up nice on camera. I kind of like it. It's a little heavy. And I don't really like to contour down here, but I'm going to be taking that same brush and just kind of sweeping it under so you don't see that double chin. I didn't add any additional product on the brush. I'm just kind of taking what was left over. So now I'm taking one of my favorite blushes, and this is what is it? It is Warm Soul by MAC, and I'm just gonna apply that to my E4 by Morphe. I love this blush. It's super shimmery. It's just one of my favorite blushes from MAC. I'm just going to take that same brush and take some product off of it and just kind of blend that blush out so it's not too heavy on the cheeks, because I already have fat cheeks as it is. Hi, babe.
Hi.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and apply lipstick, and I'm stuck between Lolita by Kat Von D and Beeper by ColourPop Cosmetics. And Bumble. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys for you guys to choose. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna use this one, which is Beeper.
Ready? The one that I like.
Okay, so my daughter chose this one, so I'm applying this one. Chin because nobody likes to look oily.
You kind of look oily already.
Oh great, my daughter's like, you kind of look oily already.
And just kidding.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take my E3 and just sweep under my eyes, my chin, and my forehead to make sure there's no excess product on there. And now I'm pretty much done. So let me just fix this hair really fast and I'll come back to you guys.